Hi guys, hope you've had a good day. Today I'm going to share with you how I profit $10,000 last week through Instagram ads. Here's the thing, I noticed something and I'm sure you did as well, but it really pisses me off. Everyone is talking about 10k months, 10k months, 10k months to the point that this amount doesn't even have the same conceptual impact anymore. But no one shares how you can actually get there. So that's what I'm going to do with you today. I'm going to show you how you can get there and how you can get there practically. Now, I'm going to take you through the exact process that allowed me to achieve and even surpass that goal, getting to $27,000 through Instagram ads alone and making over $50,000 in the last 17 days. So you need to develop a growth engine. Now, a growth engine is made up of lots of different components. You can see them on the screen there. Aware, engage, opt-in, convert, excite, and close. Now, every single one of these components come together to make sure that your growth engine is running smoothly. And if one of them is wrong, the whole engine will be wrong. So let's start with the aware. So this is about bringing the prospects in, making them aware of what you do, making them aware of how good you are at what you do. So this will be the paid ads, the email marketing, content creation, the blogs. It's all to get eyes on your product and eyes on who you are. Now, to engage, this is after you've caught the prospect's attention. You want to engage the prospect. So to do that, you would use things like live webinars, VSL funnels, podcast links, pre-recorded masterclasses, and so on and so on. This is really to convert that attention so that it's not wasted. Attention in this day and age is the new currency. We need attention for our businesses to thrive. Now, when you get that attention, you do not want it to go to waste. So that is why you really need to engage the prospect. Then after the engagement comes the opt-in. This is when you start to convert the attention. So they'd fill in an application. They would download a freebie. They would sign up to a challenge that you would be doing. They would sign up to a VSL funnel, for example. So this is why you need to dial in your offer. You need to dial in your funnel and you need to dial in your assets. So in the conversion portion, you need to convert. Deliver that freebie. Call to book a Zoom call. Approve application. And this is where you start to apply the retargeting ads because, like I said, you do not want to waste attention. So the retargeting ads are what's going to keep that attention flowing. If someone comes down the funnel, the retargeting ads picks them up from the bottom if they haven't converted and puts them straight back in the top of the funnel, down the awareness, watching the content creation, watching the live webinars, keeping them in the loop, keeping them in your ecosystem. That's what this is. It's an ecosystem. You need to build a good ecosystem for your business to grow and for your business to thrive effectively. So after you convert, you need to excite. Now, this is also an important part working towards the close. If you convert and then you skip the excite and you go straight to close, then you won't close. This is where you need to present a demo call. You need to use a click offer link. This is all stuff that will really excite the prospect and will make them feel like when they come onto the closing call with you, you have that gatekeeper authority. So instead of you trying to sell them, which we do not want, they will be trying to sell you. They'll be saying, let me pay you, get me in to your program. That's what we want. Get me into your program, get me into your offer. So excite is a super important part of this growth engine. Like I said, none of it works if one part isn't dialed in. And then we have the close. Now, this is sign up through a link, sign up on a demo call. Effectively, we want to take the money. We want to take the money here and we want to start building the systems. Close is the most important part, effectively. It's the most important part because if we don't close, we don't make money. Now we're a business, we need to make money, you know? So You can have awareness, you can engage the prospect, you can get them to opt in, you can convert them, you can excite them, but if you don't close, you don't make money. You don't make money. And that is the most important part of the business. So closing has to be super dialed in. So lead flow. Now, yeah, this is where things get fun. By this point, you have a consistent quality lead flow of people that are already familiar with your offer through your converting mechanisms. Now, you can either put cash into Facebook, Google, YouTube, TV, if you're at that level, and that broadcasts to the whole world. We don't want broad. We don't want broad. Or you can put your money into Facebook, Google, YouTube, television, and you can target your target audience. That's what we want. We want you to reach your audience, your ICP, not the whole world. This is why you need to know how to print thoughts into people's mind. Printing thoughts in people's minds is the influence that allows people to convert, close, and pay. Traffic associated with converting mechanisms is the source that allows you to scale to unstoppable numbers. Engaging ads, attention from an ideal audience, quality lead flow. Now, as simple as this diagram is, it's super powerful. This is the ideal strategy. Engage the audience with the ads. Get the attention from those ads. Then you have quality leads for life. Isn't that what you want? Quality leads for life? This is how it's done. Engaging ads. Getting attention. Converting attention. Exciting the prospect. And then you get quality leads. Just as a small example, I want you to pay attention to this diagram here. $2,857 ad spend. You get 541 new followers, 170 conversations. Let's say out of the 170, only 77 of them are actually qualified conversations of people with intent. And then let's say of those 77, only 21 book. So not all of those calls are going to be quality calls. So let's take 6 off and say that you only get 15 quality calls. And then with a no-show rate, only 12 show up. So that's 3 more that don't show up. And then out of those 12, you get 5 close, which is what, like 40% closing rate, which is shit. You can get better than that. And that's $27,000 cash. $27,000 cash just from spending $2,800. Now, I had to make this video for you guys just so that you could see how powerful having a good IG ad strategy is. DM me adstock on my Instagram, Bill_consulting. I'll send you over this whole file and we can have a chat about how you can dial in your ads, and maybe we can even jump on a call and I can give you some help there. If you want to know more about this process, then keep watching the rest of my content, reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and reach out to me on Instagram if you want to know anything else. Thanks, guys.